Hello everyone, welcome to jQuery series, and in this video we are going to learn jQuery dimension methods. Okay, so in dimension methods, width, height, inner height, outer width and outer height comes into play. Okay, so one by one we are going to learn all these methods, and let's start with the width and height method. So see, whenever we want to calculate the width and height of some of the HTML elements, then we are going to use these width and height methods. Okay, I'm going to show you with the help of example, then it will be more clear. And let's start. So I'm going to save our file with the jQuery 16, as this is the jQuery 16th video of the jQuery. So I'm going to save with the jQuery 16 and remove the unwanted code that we don't require, and we will write the new code. I'm going to remove all this. I will create one div instead, and I will also give the class to our div like div1, and we'll close it. And here I am going to add a button. In button I'm going to add display dimensions of div. After that I will also add the break. So I'm going to check the page once. Here I will do jQuery 16. Okay, so this is the display dimensions of div. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one div, that div with the border, and we are going to check width and height of the div from the jQuery. Okay, and we will give the width and height in CSS, but we can get that width and height from CSS with the help of jQuery, and we can also change that width and height that I'm going to show you later on, that we can also resize the div with the help of jQuery, and much more we are going to see. Let's create the CSS also. I'm going to remove this one also. Now I will give the class style. I will give the style to the div1 class. I will make height 100 pixel, width 400 pixel, padding I will also give 20 pixel, border I will also give 10 pixel solid. Now you can check the div. Here it is our div. Okay, we have taken this div. Now with the help of jQuery we will return width and height of the div. So there are two methods, width and height method. We are having width and height method, and both the methods sets and returns the width of the element. That does not include padding, border and margin. Okay, so see, these two methods will not include the padding, border as well as margin. Okay, so it will not include this padding, it will not include this border, so it will only return the height, actual height and actual width of the div. So we are going to check with the help of jQuery. So what I am going to do, I am going to take the variable like width. Here I am going to pick the div class, div1 class, and going to check the width like this, and I will also take height. Once again I am going to take that div1 class height like this. Okay, so now what I am going to do, width this one and height this one, variable width and variable height. Now I'm going to take one more variable to print this one. I'm going to take one variable like variable content. I will make it empty, and after that I'm going to initialize this one like content plus equal to show width and height inside the div. Okay, width of div, first of all I will write like width of div, then plus width is our variable, and we will also add the break here, and we are going to now do for height, height, height of div, and here I am going to add the height, and this content we are going to display inside the div1 class, that means div1 inside the div. So I'm going to once again we'll pick div1, and I'm going to show the HTML from the content. So whatever comes in content will get displayed inside the div. So let's see now. I'm going to refresh display dimensions of div. Here you can see width of div is 400 and height of div is 100. Okay, that we have called from jQuery methods width and height, and you can check in class also in style also that we have already mentioned 400 width and 100 height of the div, and that does not include the padding as well as the border. Okay, so it does not include both. So now next time, now we are going to check inner width and inner height. Okay, and see, we have seen the width and height method. Both width and height method takes the actual width and height of the HTML element, whether it's the div, whether it's the b tag. Okay, and it does not include padding, border and margin. But see, inner width and inner height, now inner width and inner height includes the padding as well. Okay, it includes the padding, but it does not include the border as well as the margin, but it includes the padding. So our if we will call inner width and inner height, then what it will return, it will return like if we will call inner height, then it will turn 100 plus what is the padding, 20. Okay, so 20 from one side like height, 100 plus 20 plus 20, because it will going to calculate both from both side, like height means from top 20 pixel from top. Here see, padding will be like it will be top padding. Okay, and see, it will pick like I'm going to show here like this one. It will pick top padding, bottom padding, left padding, right padding. Okay, top, bottom, left, right padding will be taken as 20 pixel. Okay, so this one I am going to show you that how it will work, and this one like this. Okay, so here I am going to take the another example. I'm going to do file save as jQuery 16b. Okay, and in this one I am going to take copy these two one. Okay, and like this one also I am going to copy. Now I'm going to do one thing, inner width, inner height, and same we are going to use as a method, inner width, inner height, and here I'm going to do like inner width inner height, inner width, inner height. Fine. And now I am going to see here display dimensions of div, and we are missing somewhere. Okay, yeah, our document is now 16b. File is 16b, display dimension of div. Now you can see width of div 400, height of div 100 like earlier. Now inner width of div is 440. How it is 440? 40 pixel increase. And how it increase? Width means this one. See, height is this one and width is this one, this long enough. Okay, this is the width. You already know that what is the width and height. So 400 plus padding, and I am going to check the padding here. See, 20 pixel from the left side and 20 pixel from the right side. So it means 20 plus 20 plus 400. What it is? 440. So 440 is the actual inner width. Okay, and for height 100 pixel plus 20 pixel for top, 20 pixel for bottom. So it is 100 plus 20 plus 20. What it is? It is 140 pixel. So so it is clear that how it will work. Okay, so inner width of div and inner height of div will take padding as well. Okay, so padding is included, so that's why it increases its width and height. So I hope that this is very much clear to you, that how 440 and 140 comes into play. Okay, after adding the padding from both sides, whether it is top or bottom and whether it is left or right. So after that we will do that outer width and outer height as well. Okay, so I'm going to save this file to jQuery 16c this time. So now see, we are going to see now that outer width and outer height, and outer width and outer height both will return the width and height of the element after adding both padding as well as the border. Okay, so outer width and outer height takes padding plus border plus actual width and height. So you can see here that outer width and outer height will pick up padding as well as the border. So here for height, for outer height, it will be 100 plus 20 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10, because it will pick top and bottom for the height, and for width it will be 400 plus 20 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10. Okay, so that it will pick left and right as well. I'm going to show you how. I am going to in 16c here I'm going to copy this one, make inner to outer. I will copy this one as well. Outer, outer, outer width, outer height. Okay, so I'm going to check now jQuery 16c, display dimensions of div, and here you can see the outer width of div and outer height of div now increases. Now it's not 440, it's 460, and height is not 140, it's 160. It decreases 20 from both ends. How it increases 20? I have already told you that 10 pixel from both sides it increases. Okay, so once again this will come into play, top, bottom, left, right. Okay, will be taken as 10 pixel this time. Okay, top, bottom, left, right border will be taken as 10 pixel. Okay, so I think it is clear to you. Now see how it is making. Like for outer height, it will pick the height plus padding. See, for height, it will pick like height plus. See, if you want to see this one in detail, I'm going to mention here as well. Like see, width and height is the actual width and height of the element. Okay, so you can also write actual width of HTML element, and here we will mention like actual height of HTML element. So in innerWidth we are going to write like actual width of HTML element plus for width left padding plus right padding. Okay, so here as well actual height of HTML element plus what it is top padding, bottom padding. Okay, so now again outer actual width of HTML element plus now see left padding. See now it is okay outer width. Yeah, left right now plus left border plus right border. So this one we can copy here. Actual height of HTML element plus top padding plus bottom padding plus top border plus bottom border. Okay, so I hope that this is very much clear now. All the examples are clear. We are getting actual width and height of the div. We are getting the inner width and height of the div. We are getting the outer width and height of the div. Okay, so now we are going to do one more thing. I am going to resize the div. We can also resize the element, resize the width and height of the HTML element. We can resize the width and height of the div. We can resize the width and height of the p tag or any other HTML element. Okay, so here I am going to resize the div element, and for that I am going to save this file with jQuery 16d. Okay, so here I will give one command to resize. Okay, so I'm going to resize here. I'm going to mention like display resize div and display dimensions. Okay, like this. So here I can simply resize. I can set new width and height for the div. So this we can simply do like dot div1 is our class, and we can set new width, and we can set like the width 500, and we can set the new height as well, and that we can set like 300. Okay, so let's see that it will work or not, and I'm going to run 16d. So let's see now. Resize. See, we can able to resize. Now see the size, how the size increases, how the height increases, and how the width increases. Here you can see both width and height of the div increases as we have mentioned width as 500 and height as 300, so it will increase the width to 500 pixel and height the to 300 pixel, like this. So you can set your own width and height of the HTML element, okay, like this. So after that, one last thing we are going to see, we can also check the browser or document width and height, like this complete height and width, and that is possible okay, with the jQuery as well. I am going to save this file to jQuery 16e and see here. Now I want to return that document okay, width and height, document and window width and height, and that we can do with display dimensions of document and window, like this. Okay, so this one we can simply do, we can return document height and width like this one only. Here we can do, okay. So here I am going to do like here inside, here I am going to take, instead of outer, I am going to take the document, and here also we will take, instead of div, we are going to check for the document, so we will here give the document like this. We want to check the document width and height, so we will give like this. So in case of window as well, here I will give window, okay. Window here, sorry, this one is wrong. Here we will give width height, because this one will remain the same, only change will come inside width and height, okay. So here we are going to mention, and here I'm going to take document, okay. So now we are going to check, and here I am going to open this 16e file, and we will check now display dimension of document, it will increase also, and here you can see document width is 1440 and height is 752, and same with the window width and height. So my Mac window width and document window width and height is almost same, okay. So so you can try this one at your end. You can check width and height, you can calculate the HTML elements width and height, inner width and height, outer width and height, and resize also, and document width and height, window width and height as well, okay. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.